Good evening, people. It's Scott here from TheFlyerMaster. Thank you for joining me again. I'm going to be doing one of these live, not really a tutorial, but a live video of me working on my branding for my company. I've been trying to rebrand it for quite a few years now, and always running out of time every time I go to do it because I run quite a busy studio here. So in the last video, I had managed to get the logo to something like these two. I'd done quite a bit off camera before I live streamed before. I haven't done anything since, but I basically, just to recap, I spent a lot of time researching esports mascots, NBA logos, kind of 90s cartoon sort of logos and stuff like that, which is all things that gets my interest. So I just sketched out something rough and then started, and I'll zoom out a little bit, just started putting together the text, putting together the mascot shape, trying a few different experiments. I was going to go for this kind of smile, and then gradually headed towards having more of like a rave smiley face, which I feel kind of is a little bit of a nod to the industry that I work in, because I mostly work within the UK rave scene. So it's a nice little tie in there. The name TheFlyerMaster has always been a little bit cocky. It's mainly just to get attention. And then I wanted to create some kind of symbol that had a master in it. So the current logo is this kind of, I don't know, like kung fu sensei kind of guy, and a little bit of a nod to Dragon Ball Z with the little Krillin dots, stuff like that. But I really wanted this guy to kind of transform, I don't know, like level up and get a little bit darker, a little bit cooler, and kind of have this hood up with some energy, kind of transformed into some kind of, I don't know, magician, or it's probably not the best word for it. So yeah, in the last one, well, before I started recording, I got it to about this point here. And then I had spoken to a guy called Seven Blur about, I was actually going to get him just to kind of finish it up for me, to be honest. I was running out of time. He came back with these simplified drawings, and then I decided I'd take it back on myself. So obviously paid him for his time, and then have gone back over it. I think I just needed someone who literally makes mascots every day, just to look at what I'd done, and he kind of simplified the line work and kind of made it chunkier. I'm really happy with it. So the last video was me basically just kind of vectorizing the drawing that he had done, making sure the angles were correct, and then just playing around with the text to get it just right, and kind of playing around with it from there. So I do really want to just say thank you to everyone who checked out the video before. Like, I genuinely, I wasn't expecting to stream a video that day at all. I don't stream videos. I just wanted to record my work, and I just had it in my head, like, if I'm going to record it and then have to sit and upload it and stuff like that, I might as well just live stream, play some music in the background, and I don't have to talk or anything like that. And then we had some copyright issues from Facebook to do with the music, so I just jumped in at the deep end and thought, right, okay, I'm just going to talk through it. So really thank you to everyone who checked it out. I wasn't expecting anyone to watch it, and I got some nice feedback while I was doing it, and I think I'd like to make it a regular thing. So definitely, if I could get your any feedback or anything like that, or what would you like to see from me, I could probably set aside a couple of hours a week to film, to record, to talk through what I'm doing. It's all good. Until today, when I realised where I planned to go live, I just spent the last hour or so bricking it. But all good now. So if you're tuned in right now, make sure you hit that like button. If you're feeling really good, give it a little share. It's all good. I know this is only really going to be maybe interesting for designers or someone who kind of likes this kind of stuff. But yeah, I hope it helps, and I'm more than happy to talk to anyone in the comments while I'm doing it. It probably got me for about an hour or so today, and hopefully I can get this finished up or pretty close to finished, ready for use really. It's been long overdue. So at the end of the last live stream, I thought I'd been mucking around with these two, and I thought, do you know what, I've seen that there's a poll feature on Facebook, let's give it a go. And I basically just put a post up, which do you prefer, number 1 or number 2? Again, I don't normally get much interaction with my Facebook page or anything like that. It's probably down to my laziness and not posting things. I in no way in 24 hours expected 271 people to take time out of their day and click that. So really thank you to anyone who clicked that like button. Also, I can't believe how many people commented, and with really great feedback. I think I had well over 50 comments, which, like, normally when I just post what I've been making and get a few likes and stuff like that, which is awesome. But it's been really nice getting some feedback from my customers, from other designers, and from just people in general who might not even know what I'm doing. It's been really great, and I've had some. I don't think I got any negative feedback, which I was kind of hoping for some, because it's always good to have it picked apart. I am my own worst critic, so I normally pick my stuff apart anyway. But I posted to a design group and got some really good feedback on there as well. And as you can see, the kind of majority was liking the feel of this one. I mean, fundamentally, they are the same logo. There's just little minor tweaks, which that's what the kind of this stage of designing something like this is, just playing around, seeing what works, what doesn't work. Realistically, if I was to post both of these logos in the space of a year, like, maybe no one would really notice the difference between them. So yeah, again, thank you to anyone who took part, anyone who clicked like, clicked share, and gave the feedback. That I would love to sit and read all of your names out and thank you all personally, but I don't think that's going to happen this time. But really, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. So I think, without further ado, we should get on with this logo. So I'm going to tuck this one to one side, and I think I'll just continue working on this one. So I'm going to just, let me just click a few buttons over here. Oh, got a comment already. Thank you, Chris. Master Rogue, that is exactly the word I'm looking for. Yeah, definitely not. Oh, it's not some little kiddie magician here. It's a Master Rogue. So what I'm going to be doing in this live stream is basically cleaning this up. I'm pretty happy with all of it, to be honest. Right now, there'll just be little tweaks that are going to need to be made. I'm going to make a stamp version for, like, a kind of simplified version for, I don't know, use on flyers or something when it needs to be shrunk down nice and small so it's still clear. I'll be doing those tests online live, and then I'll basically be shading the logo, kind of giving it that kind of mascot-y feel. With full disclosure, I did actually have some more stuff sent through from the guy called Seven Blur, where he had been doing a little bit more with it and had done the vector work. So just looking at this, I mean, it is pretty impressive. I do kind of prefer, I mean, it's the same logo. His is cleaner, and maybe a little bit too clean for me, but it's really good, and this can give you an idea of the kind of shading finish that I'm going to go for with mine. And yeah, I suppose that is great work, and I'll be saving that somewhere. And the thing is making use of other designers and stuff like that. It can really help. I think if I was completely left to my own devices, I think the logo would have just ended up being this. Oh, no, it would have been this one. Oh, go away. Now I've done it. Sorry, I will actually get on with the design work in just a second. I'm waffling on, I know. So I think if I was left to it, it would have ended up just pretty much being that. I would have tidied it up a bit. So definitely having another designer's input on it has kind of taken it to that next level, and I'm really happy with it. So something that one person did comment on is I'd added this little shade down at the bottom here, just to kind of be a little nod to like an Illustrator pen. They pointed out that it might look like something the lady might have, which I suppose it could do. I wouldn't know, obviously, what they're on about, but no, I think I'll leave that there, and we'll figure it out from there. So, in the whole overview of the logo, there's going to be a little bit that's going to need tidying up around here. There's still a bit rough. So I'll be looking at cleaning this up, because I imagine we're going to need, let's bring this over here. I imagine I'm going to need to have like the text just on its own. The guy on his own. I think maybe I'll figure that out when I'm not recording, so I'll just look at getting this design stamped up and looking it. Let's just make sure we're all working here. Yeah, looking good on there. Looking good on there. And looking good on there. Right, awesome. So the easiest way to do, just to get a rough idea of how this is going to look as a stamp, would be to just chuck a dark background behind it, and I'm going to have to ungroup quite a lot of stuff. Yellow. No. So while that's all selected, we can make that white. This might be where it gets tricky, because ideally I would want the hood to be black. I'm not sure. Let's have a little look at how it looks. Yeah, that looks alright actually. Stays pretty clear. all the way out. I don't think I'm ever going to get... Oh, why do I keep zooming in there? I don't think I'm ever going to get the word "the" any bigger than that. I think it'd take up too much room for an unnecessary word. I mean, ideally I would drop that and just have TheFlyerMaster, but I think it makes more sense having the word there. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that as a stamp. So I'm actually going to cheat a little bit just because I want to see definitely how it'd look. I'm gonna rasterize this so it gets rid of any of the vector details and just turns it into like a normal picture. And then I'm going to image trace it, which is going to turn it back to a vector and then expand that. So now if I ungroup that, I've got it ready to go, or pretty much ready. Still, I know I'm going to need to do this again properly once I've got the definitely got all of the full version tidy and stuff like that, but it's a good idea just to make sure you're heading in the right direction. So sorry, I keep like flipping in and out. So I think that bit's probably going to just be covered over. That is something actually that was a bit of a divide with the feedback I got, was having the tagline there, which I mean I kind of put it in. I'm a bit of a visual person, so I literally just put it in because it looked like they needed something there. So it could possibly go bigger. I'm not sure if it needs it. And I think, I mean, it might end up that there's just a version without it, a version with it. I suppose it depends on what I'm using it for. Most of the stuff's going to just be online. There might be some clothing with the logo on. Also, I do have another few avenues that I want to go down with the TheFlyerMaster that would be handy to have some tagline space. So maybe I can change the colours and the tagline and keep it the same, or maybe do something different with the guy when the time's right with those, which I think I'll probably record all of that as well if people want to see that. So I think we'll just see what people say. Like I said earlier, it would be great to get some feedback from everyone on what they'd like to see, or if they found this boring. To be honest, even if you found it boring, I'll probably still record anyway. But it's good exercise for my brain to be talking while I'm doing this, rather than just sat in silence listening to music loud or whatever. So I think we've got all the little stray bits. Let's just make sure. Some strange little lines over here. Zoom right in. Oh, sorry, I nearly swore then. Wondering what the hell this is. There's a little bit in there as well. Really weird little bit. Oh, it's like loads of little weird bits. How odd's that? I think it's really important to scrutinise your own work and make sure these little fiddly bits don't end up anywhere. I'm not even sure what that would have come from. So a little bit there. I imagine, yeah, we're going to have the same over here. That's to be weird. No. Yeah. What would have even caused that? I think I might have to. I might have to do a few little tricks with this to get rid of these funny bits. I thought those white bits would come with it. Let's give us a good opportunity to tidy this bit up as well. It's kind of like taking the puzzle apart. Oh, I still missed some letters. Right, trying not to lose my shit. Right, is that all of you? No. I'm sure any designers watching right now are probably getting really twitchy about how I keep doing the same thing wrong over and over again. So we've got some really messy stuff here. I think. Right, let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. And we'll tidy up one bit at a time and put it all back together. So. So let's get these little lines down here sorted out. No, that's what I want. That one. There's a little bit over it as well. Okay, so I think we've got that looking pretty solid. So I'll move over to this bit. There's going to be some tidying up that needs doing. Just decide whether to keep that little indent or not. Just so symmetrical. Yeah, I think we'll probably keep that off. I'll sort these little bits out too. So I'm just making them a little bit bigger than the hole so they're covering. Get it back to that colour. Fill up all these gaps. And then I just want to sort out this little bit here. So in theory, if I just find the middle, let's see if this works. I'm going to cut it in half. Send that to the back. Paste that over. Oop. In theory, it should piece back together and be perfect there. No, a bit wonky. Something like that. Let me just try a few things. Let's join these letters together. Well, I never. Alright. To zoom in so far. Right. Let's just take that there. Yeah, so bang on now. Okay. I think we'll continue this bit along to here. Join you up. And then we know that we've got our own little symbol here. Well, not symbol, but the mascot is solid then. So that's done. That's done. And actually from here we can pinch that as well. Group E, a bit of a run out of room. Now we'll start heading down this way in a minute. so let's start putting this back together. I'm going to move, I need to just make some space. So I'm going to move this stuff up here a bit. Move all this over here a bit. So we're going to pop it all back together now. Just make sure that's all lined up, yeah. Okay, and then I think we just had an outline on here. 11. So that, and you can get duplicated, paste it in, let's make it all yellow, merge it all together, send it backwards, and then we can add a path to the outside, a bit thicker. Probably about there. Just tidy these back up. And just add in some little yellow lines here, I think, and we're good to go. It might be if we use that angle there. So once we get some shadows and stuff on it, it should start looking pretty good. think once I've got these shadows on, I'll probably do the highlights as well. I could pretty much, as long as I kind of keep going straight with it, I should just be able to mirror it over. I might just take those off. Don't think we're going to be able to do the light stuff as symmetrical. So there's one of these that makes it turn white. It might just be that one. Okay, yeah, sorry, I went a bit quiet there, kind of deep in the zone. So I'm quite liking how this is looking right now. Maybe needs a little bit more time spent on it, but it's really not too far off. So I'm pretty happy with what I got done in this live stream. I think it's only really just playing around with this text and working out if I want to have any shading on it, which I think could look good. I don't know. I suppose I could try it, see how it looks. But it's looking pretty solid to me. I'm really happy with how it's looking so far. Would love to know everyone's thoughts. Anyone that's watching this, yeah, let me know what you think of the new logo. Also, any thoughts on the live stream, how I could improve it. That would be great, please. As this is the second time I've streamed, and tonight I'm testing out a few different platforms. So we've got a couple of people watching on Twitch, which is awesome. I don't think anyone's watched on YouTube, but you never know. And a few people, maybe just one right now on Facebook. So thank you so much for giving up some of your time to watch me working. I hope watching how I do this is helpful to you in some way or another. If you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them. But I think, yeah, we've been going. I think maybe we'll just keep going a little bit more and then I'll stop the stream. So yeah, let me know if there's anything you want answered, any feedback on this so far. That would be great. Thank you. Okay, I think I'm going to call it a night there. So I'm pretty happy with how it's looking so far. We've got the shading looking great on this guy. Maybe, like I said earlier, do a little bit more with the text. I'm not sure. I think it does what I need it to be honest. It's looking really solid. We've also got the stamp there. I'll need to just redo that again though, because I did make some minor adjustments to this. But all in all, I think I'm there with my logo. I will look at it again with some fresh eyes later, and obviously once I've got the final design down, I will be updating all of my branding with this new guy, and hopefully getting some merchandise ready to sell. So yeah, let me know if you've enjoyed this live stream. Let me know if you haven't enjoyed it as well. I need as much feedback as possible. I quite enjoy recording the work. So yeah, let me know if you'd like to see me make other stuff, or maybe if you'd like me to pick apart some of my old designs, something like that. Yeah, drop some comments. Let me know what you think, and thank you to every single person who's checked me out tonight. Have a great evening, and I'll see you soon.